Okay, so I wanted to do just a brief video on grounding and sort of going outside of one's comfort zone, both together. Those things go together a little bit for me. So this morning I had some anxiety, as I often do in the mornings, as I was talking about in previous videos. And my anxiety is sort of wanting to move a lot of the time because I go into shutdown. And so movement for me helps me to get out of that. So I kind of often slowly walk around my apartment. In this case, I was having a little fight flight come up. So I really wanted to kind of get out and walk. And often what will happen is I will sort of come up with excuses to not go, and then it just gets later and later, and I get kind of mad at myself that I didn't, and that I missed an opportunity to take care of myself. But this time I really got out early enough in the morning still, with sunlight, and went and sat on the earth. Went out for a walk and sat on the earth, connecting with my bare feet. That helps me to ground. And the first few minutes are always a little tricky lately, if I have heightened anxiety. I think that I can't sit there more than a few minutes. And then once I'm there, like over 5 minutes or so, it sort of calms down. And at 10 minutes, I'm like, I don't want to leave now, because I give myself like around 10 minutes for it. And, the more the better. But I was giving myself like 10, 15 minutes. And I felt very kind of calm after the 10 minutes, or sort of in a coherent state, I guess is the way I would describe it. My body had sort of energetically found some coherence, and that helped me the rest of the day. It wasn't that I didn't have any anxiety. I kind of was using the anxiety that I had to kind of propel me forward, because it was sort of more, I was trying to have it be more active. This is why I was mentioning movement in a previous video. It's like, for me, I really will go to shutdown. So if I had stayed home here, I might have tried to work with anxiety, and I probably would have drifted down into kind of like shutdown and freeze. So this helped me kind of keep my energy moving and flowing, and to be more active during the day. I did get tired later in the day, but it did help me in that regard. And the other thing is, it was really kind of going out of my comfort zone, because I'm still kind of out of shape from just this not having had sleep and not having gone out as much these last few months. So it's a little bit of a physical challenge slightly, and I'm not feeling totally in balance either. And there's a little bit of just going out of comfort zone in terms of just like getting out, which is sad, but like that's the truth, is where I'm at right now. So I've done that more, just trying to live my life, getting back to living my life, because it's this idea that I'm spending so much time ruminating, I still am sometimes, that I have to find things to engage with. And for me, nature's the one that I prefer. It's hard for me to engage with things that use my mind, because it will often not be enough to stop my rumination. So getting out of nature for me is great, and I tend to kind of put off tasks that are sort of that need the brain for later in the day, when I'm a little more calm and with it. But finding, getting back to living your life and engaging with life, that's kind of one of the things that really does help, and that can be often getting out of your comfort zone, taking your anxiety with you and just doing it anyway. And that's kind of what I did here. That wasn't terrible anxiety, but I was kind of antsy a little bit. But it felt really nice, even though I was sitting. So I was sitting down, I wasn't like walking. I really wanted to kind of do that earth connection. So I could have walked more probably, but I really wanted to ground. So I found that helpful, and then I walked some more. So I walked, did walk as well as doing the sitting, and wasn't meditating or anything. It was just sort of half, just trying to be present there and take in what was going on around me. So I'm trying to get back to a life, or find a life, because I've been so kind of closed in. My life has been very kind of in this apartment a lot of the time. I try to get out every day, but I'm not enough, So I'm trying to kind of get out again more, and just feel more comfortable doing that. And it's sad to say that, because that wasn't really an issue for me so much, although I have social anxiety, so there is that kind of like anxiety that goes with it, just, being in the world and interacting with people. That can happen. In any case, I found this just really helpful today. And I'm doing all my other energy practices as well along with it, but this one I just wanted to kind of note here, because it's such an easy, simple thing to do if you have earth near you. If you don't, you can find a tree, hug a tree. But yeah, it's a pretty easy one to do, and for me at least, it was so helpful. I've been doing it. I did it more than just today, but today's one was I got out early enough to in the morning for it to really kind of set the tone of my day, and it was really helpful.